Hello, and thank you for tuning into this week's Mayor's Update. As always, we had a lot of important information to share with you here this week, so please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, relatives, and anyone else who you think might find this information helpful over the course of the coming week. We had a lot of different musical performances this past week that I just want to congratulate our performers for. The Gardner High School Music Department had their annual holiday concert in LaChance Gymnasium this past week due to the renovations and construction that's happening over in Landry Auditorium. For those of you who may not know, Landry Auditorium is getting new carpeting, flooring, seats, and painting. That project has begun over there, so the concert did have to move locations into the gym at Gardner High School instead, but it was still a fantastic concert. Congratulations to all of our students and to Mr. Doug Lepisto and Mrs. Joanne Landry for their accomplishments as the directors of those who performed as well. We also had a large Christmas concert over at Holy Family Academy this past week as well, with the students in grades pre-K through 8th grade performing, as well as their brand new band program as well, and thank you for allowing me to play my trumpet with you in that concert. It's always great to see our music education programs here in the city growing and expanding, and congratulations to our students who finally get to perform after the past 2 years of having different restrictions that made it so that performances could not happen. We also have the Caroling with the Mayor's video up on the city's YouTube page and airing on Gardner Educational Television as well. Last year it was just a big hit, so we just could not pass up that opportunity to re-put that video together, and it worked out because the in-person Caroling with the Mayor event got canceled due to the weather that was predicted last weekend. So if you're looking to get into that last-minute Christmas spirit, go check out the Caroling with the Mayor video. Remember, there's still 12 days of Christmas, so even if you see this after Christmas, don't worry about it. You still got plenty of time to enjoy the hour-long performance that we have put together for you all by the different groups in the city. I do want to make one quick correction that was accidentally mistaken in the video that was put out. The first performance in the video is actually by the St. Paul's Episcopal Church Choir, not by the First Congregational Church. So my apologies to the St. Paul's Choir. We'll be sure to correct that moving forward for the next video. The Gardner Senior Center this past week had a drive-thru Christmas dinner on Wednesday, December 22nd. Thank you very much to Nancy and Mike Ellis over at the Gardner Senior Center for putting together that Christmas dinner in a different fashion than we were normally used to, but still just as fun for all involved. It's nice to be able to see how we can take some of the ways that we've adapted over the course of the pandemic and continue to use those so that we can have a greater outreach into our community. So thank you to everyone who participated in that event as well. I want to also thank our City Council President, Elizabeth Kaczynskis, the members of the City Council, and Councilor-elect Dana Heath for buying lunch for all of the employees here at Gardner City Hall this past Wednesday as well. It really meant a lot to the staff here, and working with the staff every day, I can tell you how hard they work every day to make sure that the city can provide the services that we offer. So thank you very much to the City Council for giving them a little thank you from someone who sees them here every day. It really meant a lot to the staff, and it meant a lot to me to see that gesture being done too. So thank you very much for your generosity and your Christmas spirit in that as well. The Board of Health was selected here in Gardner as one of the 103 communities of the 351 communities here in Massachusetts that were selected to receive rapid antigen tests from the Commonwealth's Department of Public Health. Gardner received just over 4,600 cases of those rapid antigen tests. Of those, about 2,000 were given out to different local charitable organizations because they are prioritized for those who are of low income brackets. As such, some were given to the food pantries at the CAC and the St. Vincent de Paul, our different public school locations here in Gardner, Holy Family Academy, MVOC, different other charitable organizations, Gamma, Alyssa's Place, and other places, to make sure that those got out. An additional 2,300 tests are available for the public. There was a pickup last week, and if supplies last, there is going to be another pickup this coming Wednesday, December 29th, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the community room of the Gardner Police Department located at 200 Main Street. If you would like to pick up a testing kit, which has 2 tests per kit inside it, you may do so at those times free of charge. We are required by the state to ask for proof of Gardner residency to make sure that those who are in the city are the ones benefiting from this state giving us those test kits. The state selected those communities based off of the positivity rate of those who have COVID-19 in the area. So they want to make sure that Gardner residents are the ones who are reaping the benefits of them having that testing available to them. The city's inauguration will take place on Thursday, January 6th at 6 p.m. in Perry Auditorium. Governor Baker will be joining us as the keynote speaker for that event, as will Congresswoman Lori Trahan. We still have yet to hear back from some other guests there, but we know that we will have the honor guard from the local American Legion Post 129, the Gardner Middle School 6th and 7th grade choirs, as well as the University of Massachusetts Minuteman Marching Band will be joining us for that event as well. So if you are interested in attending, that event is open to the public. The City Council and the School Committee will be sworn in by Judge Mark Goldstein of the Gardner-Winchendon District Court. I will be sworn in by Justice Serge Georges of the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court as well. So it should be just a great celebration for us here in the city to see where we've been able to come from in the past 2 years, given all the challenges that we have, and launching us as we move forward into this next term here in the city's government. If you have any questions on the inauguration event itself at all, please feel free to contact my staff and we'll be able to answer those at any time. There are some additional events planned in relation to the city's inauguration. There will be a Mass held at Holy Rosary Church of Annunciation Parish on Nicholson Street on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. for anyone who would like to attend, and a non-denominational prayer service held at Higher Ground Ministries on January 11th. That's the following Tuesday at 6 p.m. as well. Both of those are open to the public if you would like to attend. That concludes this week's update in terms of information from the city, but I want to take a moment to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I understand that this past year has been very difficult. If you think back to where we were last January when we were starting to plan for the State of the City address at this time, but we could only have up to 10 people indoors and everyone had to be masked and 6 feet apart. And now we've had a lot of things reopen again. We had the vaccine clinics where 33,000 people were able to be vaccinated here in the city of Gardner. But there are still some restrictions in place. Governor Baker did issue the statewide mask advisory this past week to strongly suggest that people wear masks indoors regardless of their vaccination status. The Gardner Board of Health issued a citywide mask advisory and a municipal buildings mask mandate at their meeting last week. So there are some changes still. We're asking people to just be cognizant of the pandemic as you plan your holiday and Christmas celebrations. If you can wear a mask indoors, if you can social distance, but Christmas does still look a whole lot different than it did last year, and that's something we should all be grateful and thankful for, and that's thanks to all of us for just being patient and putting up with what was given to us and just moving on and becoming stronger because of it. So on behalf of myself, my family, and all of us here in the city of Gardner, Merry Christmas to you all, Feliz Navidad, Joyeux Noel, and we'll see you all next week to wish you all a Happy New Year. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas.